Hello, everybody. Don't know if you're seeing me yet. I don't see. There we go. How's everybody doing this evening? Just thought I'd do an impromptu because so many people are in Seattle at the in the VC community. So those of us still stuck at home, thought I'd catch up with you all just to say hello and see what's going on and talk a little bit more. We had a great show last night with Concert Buddy and introduced Nick Perry and his band, Terra Firma, and you can see up here in my off of my shoulder here, you can see there it is. The LP came in today, and I just started listening to it, and really, really magnificent sounding album here in on the vinyl side, and really enjoying. I played the first side. And I got to tell you, the center hole on this album is so tight, I barely could get it on. Now I'm going to take some effort to get it off. So I'm going to have to pull out my little reamer that I have for very tight center holes. So I don't know where it got pressed at, but it definitely was on the low spec of that center hole size. So anyway, anybody out there want to join, just let me know. And so really, really impressive sounding. The way it was streamed last night in mono and all, it didn't do it justice at all, frankly. So I would think that would be something that you might want to partake on Spotify or any other streaming service. It's probably available on all of them. But I really was impressed with the packaging. In terms of the LP and the gatefold, which I'll show you in a moment when I get a few more people on, I was impressed by that. I wasn't impressed by the shipping mailer. We got the same issue. It's just like the Rhino, no edge protection, a U-liner, just a standard cardboard, and definitely had some damage to the corners. Not, to me, that's not the end of the world. And certainly in this case, independent artists and all that, I cut a lot more slack to than I would a Rhino or somebody who's a pro in the selling of records business. That's their bread and butter. That's what they do. So certainly need that going on. So I see we got about 5 people watching. How you doing this evening? Glad you could take a few minutes. If you got any comments, questions, you want to jump on, I'll actually go ahead and throw out the link now, and that way anybody who might want to join. Don't know if Nick's out there, Concert Buddy, whoever might be out there. There's Novus. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Novus, you kind of inspired me to go ahead and do something. I've just been, I've had a lot of other things going on. I've been really struggling getting a video completed for my shootout of Yes Fragile, which you can also see back here. Gone through it several times and just haven't gotten settled into a final decision on how I want to present the video. Based on the shootout that I've been working on for several weeks. One of the tougher ones I've ever had, honestly. How's it going, Wyoming Dave? Good to see you. Glad you got your computer back in operational order there. That's always great. But so yeah, it's just been a really busy few weeks. Just a lot of family stuff and just kind of craziness and. Hey, Small Axe, how's it going, bud? So, you know how life can be. I don't have to tell you guys, And so it's just been a little bit of a delay in getting some things done and trying to get back on the wagon, so to speak, to get some videos out. So, but I gotta say, I mean, I know a few of you were on maybe last night with Chance doing this splash intro to this album by Nick Perry and the Underground Thieves called Terra Firma. And he had provided a preview of that to myself and several others who were on the panel several weeks ago to listen to it. And I was really impressed by the offering of it. And now I got it on vinyl and it sounds even better. It was actually mastered at Sterling. And so I mean it's got some vinyl chops. It's not just hey, we did it in digital and now we're just gonna slap it onto vinyl. I could tell this has been mastered for vinyl just by the sound of it on the first three tracks that I listened to. I just opened this up, just got it today. So I think he still has them available. Nick Perry, NICKPERRI music.com. I think he has them available. I want to say it's $44 for the double album, and if you get a signed copy like I did, it's $54. Uh, but this is an independent guy. I mean, he's funding all this. It's not on a label. He's doing it from soup to nuts. So, as I said, I thought the packaging was pretty nice and impressive, actually. I got enough light here. Nice photo in there, and then the track listing, of course, on the back side. And then the actual album. The album actually for the first LP is on the turntable right now. So, you get your usual thanks, and then they tell you all of the things about the publishing and what have you. Shows you a picture there. Some shameless booking info and all that there, but he's also got his act together, it tells me, and then the band and who was involved, where it was recorded in Philly and New Jersey and mixed out in North Hollywood. Really good mix, really, really good. Well done. Great packaging of the album. Also has what I would call the very dynamic sound engineering from the perspective of active instruments kind of all over the sound field. And this is tight. This is about as tight as I'll give you an idea. That's what the actual vinyl looks like. Colored vinyl cinder, kind of tight, so I'm going to just leave it. But some photos from the studio. There's his bassist, Brian Weaver. Hey, Nick, I'll get you on here in a second. And it says for Cairo. I'm not sure what that is. Family member, a pet, the city. Can't say that I know. There's Nick. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
I'm good. How's everybody today? Good,
Ah,
good to see you.
same
Can
here.
you hear me? We
I can
okay?
hear you perfectly. Yeah, you sound great.
Okay,
Brother
great.
Dimebag Dave, how's it going? Good evening to you. Glad to see you in there. Small X,
I
let's
had
see what you
I had trouble getting on. Yeah.
Yo, did you? Sorry to hear that. Well, you're on now, buddy. So
Yep, great.
softening in the
Yeah.
vinyl market. Yeah, there is a softening in the vinyl market from there's a lot of inventory.
Yes.
Sales are down pretty drastically. Um, it actually took longer for that Cars thing to sell out than I expected. I thought it would sell out in a week. So,
Yeah. The
but anyway,
I'm glad you're digging into the Yes album because
yeah,
Fragile is one of my all-time favorites.
great, mine too. I've got
Yeah.
I've got an original Plum version.
Well, of
I got
course
through
you do.
Gem Record. Well, I got that through Gem Records back in the '70s. They were importing stuff and into the U.S. So
Oh,
I was, and
nice.
I think I paid like $8.99. It was only like $2 more than the U.S. version.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's funny.
yeah, that is
I've been
funny.
in search. I've been in search for the definitive, but at the reasonable entry level.
Well,
You know
I'll
what I
have some
mean?
interesting news for you in the review.
Yes, I've heard good news about one particular pressing, but
Yeah,
I'll hear from you first.
yeah. So one of the things that I really am trying to get put in perspective is, you know what I mean? How much better is something than something? And one of
Yes.
the things I'm really starting to do a lot, and I've always done it, but I think I did it probably on this album more than any other, is I not only reviewed it through speakers, I also did some very heavy headphone listening.
Hmm.
And so part of the thing is, how do you listen to your music? How critically do you listen to it, or how, is it just in the room kind of thing? Because to me, headphones is the most intimate way to listen to music because you really can hear a lot of nuances, and a lot of things
Right.
show up. A lot of things show up there that you maybe don't pick up on as easily when you're listening to it through speakers. So part of the way I'm going to present this review has to do with the way the impact is through speakers versus headphones.
Well,
Uh,
I think
be-
there's another way that it depends on the music. Some music is, to me at least, meant to be not critically analyzed, but just consumed and enjoyed and
right.
overall feel.
Yeah.
And other music is the detailed
Right.
nuance of it.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right. And a great example of that, at least in my opinion, is like Thriller. Thriller is like a dance record. It's a feeling record, right? And
Right.
and if but if I really want to dig into the way Bruce Swedien engineered it, then the MoFi has value. But when I want to
Yeah.
listen to it as a dance record, or then the OG to me is the way to listen to it. So it
And
kind of
that
depends.
and that's a great thing about music. You can enjoy the same exact pressing in multiple different ways, depending on your
Yeah,
mood.
yeah, yeah. And I'm kind of geeky. I mean, when it comes to engineering and music and listening to the way it's been mixed, and that's one of the
Right.
reasons I bring this up in my Yes review. I do not mix reviews of like a Steven Wilson remix with this. I won't do that because it's not the same thing.
Right.
I'm comparing the mastering and the cuts and that, and not the remix. Because the remix goes back to the original multi channel and can move things around and can change things much more
Hmm.
discreetly than a remaster can.
Right.
So, and remixes are interesting to me, but it's a whole different discipline. It's a whole different reasoning and outcome. So I don't like to mix apples and oranges when it comes to
Right. Or even Macintosh apples versus other
that.
types of apples, even though
Yeah,
it's
like
the same. It's
yeah.
an apple, but,
I thought you were going to say Windows PC when you said that. Anyway,
there is no comparison now.
hmm.
Oh, yeah, I just had my PC uh bail out on me,
Well, so did
unfortunately.
that
And I had a
Wyoming Dave. Wyoming Dave said
I
his
had
bailed on him.
yeah, I had a lot of stuff on it. Some of it backed up and some of the problem with backing it up is that when you change motherboards and such, it kind of scratches his head sometimes to the point where it says, "No, I don't think so." I've
That
had
can
that
happen.
happen a couple of times. Yep.
Yeah.
But all my
Yeah.
music is on, I think, four different uh, hard drives, terabyte hard drives.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if one goes bye-bye, I still have three copies.
Yeah. Well, I've got a NAS on mine, a network architect storage, and it backs up as files change on the fly. So,
Right.
and
Right.
and I've got them striped and also redundant. So if a drive fails,
Sure. Sure.
but
And funny thing is, back in the day, I listened to more music off of my CD player and hard drives, and I just don't reach for it anymore. I
right.
just very rarely, unless I'm researching something new that I'm, thinking of purchasing, I'll stream it. But outside of that, every now, I think in the past 6 months, I've fired up my CD player three times, and just recently to hear some music that I hadn't. Uh, oh, Teaser and the Firecat. I have the original pressing from Analog Productions, and then I was going through some stuff, and I came across the Super Audio. I was like, "Well, let's pop that in,"
Do you mean
from
T for the
Analog
tel? Do you mean
Productions.
T? Do you mean T for the Tillerman?
Yes, T for
Okay,
Tillerman.
you
Yes.
said teaser because I was going to say I like
Oh, okay.
I like teaser and the Firecat better than T for the Tillerman. I wish they would
Right.
put it on, but uh,
I
but
know.
I've
I
got
have.
the MoFi of teaser and the Firecat,
Do you?
and
Wow.
it is outstanding.
Is it? I bet. Yeah. That's
It
well. I
is, and but the
my
OG is
first
great.
my first money records that I spent my own money on was Cat Stevens.
Hmm.
Probably, I don't know, six of his LPs.
Okay.
And yeah, every note and tone and word and yep, that was
Yeah.
a
Well,
long time
those
ago.
those are well recorded. Those are well
Hmm.
recorded. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean
Great artist.
the OG sounds really great of Teaser and the Firecat, but
So
the
what have
Mo-Fi
you been
does.
up to besides researching this album? Everybody good in the family?
Everybody's good. Just a lot of activities going on. I got one of my kids moving, so that's
Ah,
an activity going on. And then
that's a
I've had
horrible activity.
had issues with my pool I had to work on, and then I got a tree
Ah,
cut down yesterday, and just
first world problems.
yeah, right, right,
Yeah,
and then of course just work. I'm going to be going to South Africa here in a couple of weeks.
you
So
are.
yeah, I'll be going for a week to Johannesburg. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope to
So do
do
you plan on taking a form of music with you
a
outside of
form.
your phone? Uh,
Well, no, no, I don't. I plan on maybe
okay.
returning with some music, but
Ah, yes. Those. Do you ever ship it while you're there? Just ship it home if you have.
I usually bring it with me on the plane. Actually, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm definitely a bird in the hand kind of person.
Hmm. Absolutely.
I just I don't trust everything else to be honest with you. But I
Yeah.
can't. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. I'll say that. It
Yeah.
is really a pain. So
I had to go look at. Uh, I'd sent you a list
yes.
in case you see, and I had to go look at it today because Patrick had gifted me an LP that I've been looking for a better upgrade. I've worn uh, a Molly Hatchet from one side to the other,
Oh, okay.
and he sent me a really good Santa Maria. And I was just, matter of fact, I was listening halfway through the second side when you popped up, so I decided to shut that
Hmm.
off and
Ah.
visit with you. But it's really good. And so I had to check and see if I had sent you that one, and I hadn't, which was good
No, it
because
wasn't on the list. No, it wasn't on the
right, and
list.
I was pretty sure that he had told me he was sending it, but and I am thrilled. It just sounds so good. You know, you get those records that just flash you back and sit you there for the length of the album. Those are
Yeah.
always fun. Yep. So, matter of fact,
Yeah.
I forgot to turn my amps off. Let me turn those off.
Go ahead. Sure. Yeah. Be heating the house with those things, right?
Oh, I'll tell you what. Wintertime, I don't need to fire up the heater. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I got four 120s. No, I'm sorry, eight 120s cooking. So,
Wow.
yeah, they can heat up the room pretty good.
Now, the one thing I did get recently, I got the Cosmos Factory that was pressed at QRP in, I want to say, was it 2012? I got to look at when it was. Let me look real quick. There it is. I bought two of those. There we go. Cosmos Factory. They were so. This was one that was cut by Kevin Gray, and it was done at QRP, and it was like $20, I think, or $18 at Amazon. It,
Yeah,
it it sounds amazing.
I just received mine as well.
Did you? Okay, good.
Played it, I don't know, a few times. Yeah, they, there.
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
I got mine on the ninth,
Okay,
and
cool. You
well
did get you did
recorded.
you did get the cars, right?
Oh yes, yep.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I was sad I didn't get a second one to give to a friend of mine, but by the time I decided to do that, I was like, oh, all gone,
Yeah.
and he's not getting mine.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I also
Uh,
got a copy of the remaster of The Hurting by the Tears for Fears, their first album.
did you?
And yeah, so I've got a UK OG and US OG, and that I'm going to do a shootout on.
Oh
And
wow,
I
nice.
also got the 5.1 Blu-ray on that as well.
Those are
Uh,
interesting.
yeah,
I
I had to buy them from England, but
yeah.
and I'm going to see them in July in Austin.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I saw them a few years ago before COVID. But since their last album, which that's my favorite album of last year, was the Tears for Fears Tipping Point album. I don't know if you have
Okay.
that one or not.
No, I don't.
Uh,
I, my music range is pretty eclectic, so I don't have a whole lot of any one genre. When you listen to so many genres and you don't have as many records, I hadn't
yeah,
been I hadn't been a serious collector except for the past few years.
yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah,
realize
so
that.
uh, I had my bass core that I had back from the '70s, and of course I have a boatload of cassettes from the
Yeah.
'70s and '80s.
So, do you have any Tears for Fears?
Uh,
Do you
I
even
don't
like
think.
Tears for Fears? Maybe a
Yes,
better
I
question.
do. But I
Okay.
think I only have it on CD,
Okay.
and
Like songs from the big chair with
yeah,
Everybody Wants to Rule the World. So,
right.
yeah. Okay.
I'm looking up my Discogs now. That's
Yeah.
such a good tool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just exported my whole list. I was going to send you a copy by email.
Yeah, yeah. Nope, I don't have any.
Oh,
Not
okay.
on vinyl.
All
Yep.
right. I'll have to
Yeah, I
see.
think I sent my. Did I send my Discogs to you?
I don't know if you sent me this. I know you sent your list of what you liked.
Oh,
I'm just
okay. I guess not. Yeah. I think I sent. Oh no, there was somebody else.
okay.
I sent it to two other people they were asking about.
Yeah.
So what's your collection up to now?
I don't know. I gotta look. I mean, and I don't have everything in Discogs. I'm sure of that. I'm
Right.
positive of
It
that.
takes a concerted effort to make
Uh,
that happen.
yeah, I'm at 2320.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm at
2320.
903.
Okay. I'd say
Yeah.
I'm closer to probably closer to 3,000 total. I just don't.
Yeah.
There's quite a few I don't have,
Right.
but
Getting to it.
I have in storage.
You are a rotten influence. The one the car show, a record show you went to,
Uh huh.
you closed it out on Maggot Brains, a close up of the record.
Ah, I did.
I've if I've listened to it 5 or 7 times on streaming, I haven't listened to it all. I ordered it. Of course, it's a
Mm,
digital copy,
yeah.
but that is such a good record. I'd never heard it before, and I just started playing. I'm like, that's different. That's me. I like it. So I just said, well, that's we gotta spin that one. It
Yeah.
sounds nice and all streaming, but
Yeah. I hear you.
so yeah, bad influence.
Somebody asked, did everyone's cars show up okay? Mine showed up okay. It was barely packaged, but it didn't have any dings. Luckily, did yours?
Yeah, I had a little ding on
A
one of the
corner.
corners.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You ready,
and
Dave? I'm waiting to see if Dave's ready. Okay. All
yeah,
right.
I've been wondering
Hey,
where Dave was. Hey,
Hey,
Dave, good to
Dave.
see you.
hey Nick, hey David, how are you guys
Good.
doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm glad to see you. I hadn't seen you for a while, and I was uh, wondering where you've been. Your computer went, whoops.
Well, I accidentally turned it off from the power strip and it wouldn't turn
Hmm.
back on, so I took it down to some place to have
Oh,
a look at it. They got it back on okay.
oh,
Hmm.
good, good.
Okay.
It's a Dell computer.
Yeah, oh, yeah, they're all. I think that most of them are just all the same parts, and they slap different names on the front.
Hey, this is an OG pressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got three of them sitting in there. Yeah.
It's not.
But the
Yeah,
newest one sounds the best.
I heard Dave. I seen David's review of that, the Rhino
Yeah.
version.
Uh-huh.
I'll stick with my original copy. I
I'm
like
still
it.
waiting. I'm still waiting for a commission check from Rhino, but I hadn't got
Yeah.
one. Because I mean, a
Don't
lot of
hold
people.
your breath.
Yeah, I
Hey,
know.
they're cutting out the middleman, right? They're going to send you something.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. No.
uh,
Yeah. I know. No. I'm. But I did have a lot
Hey,
of people on the review that said, "Oh, I was been waiting to see if it was
yep.
worth getting." So.
What is
I
Um,
that?
got this album too.
I haven't seen a review. Oh, there's the one I asked about. That's
Yeah,
the tipping point. Tears for Fears.
I like it.
Okay,
Pretty
You
good.
like it?
nice.
I love it. It
I
just.
had I had to go there. Went over to the Target store in Casper and got
Did you
it.
get? So you got the 7 inch with it?
Yeah, I got the bonus seven
Good.
inch. Oh,
Yeah, that's good. Those two songs are really good as well.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, they are really good. And then there's a Japanese CD that has a 13th song,
Wow.
actually. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to see them on the 17th of July in Austin.
Blue,
Nice.
So,
blue
there you go.
Target
You got the
version.
blue.
Target
Yeah.
version, yeah.
Yeah, I've got the blue and the black, and I think one other color. But
It's a good comeback album for him.
oh yeah, yeah, it's a really
Now you're going to compare the OG to the new, the
Guardian.
the hurting. Yes, yeah,
Cool.
I will be doing that.
okay.
Yeah, there was a U.S. cover for that, and then there was a UK cover. And on the Blu-ray, one side of the thing has the U.S. cover, and on the Blu-ray, the back side has the other. So I'm kind of like, oh yeah, okay.
Yep.
Hey, Psycho, how's it going, Psycho's Platters, up there in the Great White North?
Now,
Northern
are you talking about the half speed?
The half speed from Miles Showell, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I got from UK with the 5.1. It was like a bundle.
Okay. Yeah, they only have the LP on
Yeah, the
and
Blu-rays sell
acoustic.
out. Yeah, I did a pre-order like 3 months ago. So those usually go pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Records.
Dollar bin.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. Back in the day, they were cheap. No
Is
doubt
there
about
any? I don't think there's any record dollar bins anymore. They're what was it? Rob was saying the dollar bin out there is $5 now.
that. Well, that's like the $5,000 cash used car is now $10,000. So
Yeah.
you can't find a junker even, it's the same kind of thing.
Let's see
Totally.
if they offer anything on it. Nope, they're only offering the vinyl on
Yeah.
Amazon as well.
Yeah.
I've looked
Yeah,
three
they
different
they
places
dry
now.
up pretty quick.
Yeah.
I learned that with Tipping Point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they want that now. People selling them on $100 for the 5.1.
Yeah.
But and I may get it. I mean, I like it enough to where I may do that.
Well, yeah. It's one of those records. Then yeah, why not?
Yeah, but
I have about 1,200 albums, a little over.
okay,
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a lot. Yeah.
that's pretty good for you guys being newer to the
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, but David, I've actually been collecting records off and on since I was 20 years old. Would you believe?
Mm.
So that's 30 years.
Yeah.
I guess.
30
Yeah.
years.
30, 40, 50. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been collecting 59 years, almost 59 years. That's awful.
You're just now getting good at it, right?
Yeah,
Learning
yeah.
the ropes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
I didn't treat my records as well when I was a little kid as I do now.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course, neither did my mother. My mother invented the frisbee, I think. No doubt about it.
Yeah, they have them on eBay. Let's see, Blu-rays.
Yeah, I've seen them for like $99, something like that.
No, it's not
Hey,
bad. $50 and $60.
No, I hadn't seen them that cheap.
I found a You Steely Dan album.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
you
that's a
post
good.
that.
Yeah, that's good.
Is that an RL? Is that an RL in the dead wax?
I'd have to look. I'm not like vinyl archivist and
It probably is.
Let's see, RL is the
Mastering
disc.
engine.
right.
Master disc is probably RL.
There's there's an RL on here.
Yep. There you
Yeah.
go.
Score.
Robert Ludwig. Robert Ludwig.
Nice.
Yeah. What'd you pay for that?
Oh, I got that at the thrift shop. Maybe $1.
Oh, sweet.
Maybe $1.
Not much.
Maybe that.
Maybe $1?
Yeah.
Okay. Translation, folks. He stole it. Okay. This is
Yes.
the translation. I just want to be clear. Yeah.
He's one of those guys with a heavy army coat when it's
Yeah,
100
right.
degrees outside,
Yeah,
right?
Maybe $1.
Yeah. Maybe I paid for it.
Yeah.
Oh, too funny.
If the thrift store is watching, I do not know this man.
Right. Hey, everybody, hit that like button for
There
David
you
here, would
go.
you?
There you go.
Yeah, please
Yeah, I need to
help him
like.
out.
I need to like my own stream. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Uh,
it's up to you, David.
yeah. Small Axe in Pittsburgh said they still can get them for $3 there. That's good. I see them for $3 occasionally, but the usually condition is not worthy
Yeah.
of messing with.
I don't
Yeah,
see anything here.
yeah.
Well, yeah, you don't see anything at all. That's
No, no, it's if Slim Pickens was two, I had less than that.
you need to open a record store in your restaurant, Nick. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, that's what I need. Well, if we can't find them in my market, there's probably a reason.
Yeah, no consumers.
Right, it's small market,
And
very
Nick, yeah,
small.
the only place where I live is 10,000. Walmart's the only place that sells new vinyl where I live.
Right, right.
And they don't get out every new vinyl out there. Is,
Oh,
just as
no.
popular.
Yeah.
They usually get only what they've redone for
The
something.
vendors, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, when might be the Walmart $15 day?
You have to
Early
wait till
November.
you have
Early
to wait
November.
before Black Friday.
November?
Yep.
Well, they did it early in November last year. They
Same
had
with ours. Yeah, they did
Yeah.
a few weeks.
Okay.
uh,
I couldn't recall when that was.
I've still got a bunch of those actually. I want to sell.
Cool.
Well, send me a list. You never
Oh,
know.
I got a list. Oh, I got a list. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's on my list.
Hey.
You know what I missed out on? Well, we didn't get them for the 52 albums I missed out that our Walmart had in January. They had the new versions of uh, the Metallica Garage Inc. and let me see, Load. Someone bought them up the next week. Geez, that pissed me off.
Garage Inc.
Two reissues of two older Metallica albums.
Okay.
Yeah. I asked the vendor if he would get them back, and he said no.
You mean the guy that goes into Walmart?
You know, the
Who-
vendors are the ones that stock
who-
the records. Yeah.
And you wanted them for maybe $1, right?
I wish. They're too new to ever go down that. Just
Yeah.
sell them a lot too. But I did get
Yeah.
picked up some other Metallica albums that they had out there in January. And
So that's that Nick Perry record.
oh yeah, you said he's related to Christina Perry, didn't you?
Well, that's what Chance said. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, I
Yeah.
know who she is. Singer,
Yeah. Yeah. It's his sister, I think.
probably. Yeah, I looked that
His
up on
sister.
just.
That's what Chance said last night.
He's right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think he knows Nick from many years ago. He
did-
was when he was in another band
Cool. I
called
didn't
Silver something. I can't remember.
catch all the everything on the Thursday show.
Oh, he's in Pittsburgh. Small Axe.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to go to Pittsburgh, Nick.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
I need to go
Pittsburgh.
to Philadelphia and go meet my great nephews, twins. They just had their first birthday. Hadn't met them yet.
There you go.
Yeah. It's been a tough few years after COVID. Now I think I'm averaging one or two doctor's appointments every week.
Oh
So
my goodness.
yeah. I have issues, but I have a great outlook on life.
Okay. Well, so the band he was with was called Silvertide. That was the band.
I don't know. Of
Yeah.
course, that doesn't mean much.
Shows that he was with Shinedown too. But that
Dimebag,
that was a long time ago.
I'm sorry. Dimebag Dave, mine had a thing in it, my cars. So I'm just
Yeah.
responding to some
Oh, okay.
peanut gallery stuff.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make
Hey Jim,
always.
how are you? Good to see you too. Yeah, I like mega-sized used record stores. I could spend days in some of those
Oh
places.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's like my buddy in Waco with his store. He's got tons of stuff that isn't even priced yet, and I start going through that, and I'm finding all sorts of weird stuff.
yeah. Now he just opened up.
Yeah, 2 months ago. Hey, Steve, how's it going? Yeah, he just opened 2 months ago. So, yeah, he's right across the street from the Silos, which is the Chip and Joanna Gaines thing just
Yeah,
started.
you,
Yeah,
you had a nice shot of those. They
and
look
it's a
good.
big. I mean, you talk about people from all over the country coming to that place. My
Yeah.
goodness, it's crazy to try and get a parking place around there.
Hey,
It's a
hey, Nick,
mecca.
do you live you live near big cities like let me see, why never been to Baton Rouge or New Orleans or not?
Let's see, Baton Rouge is almost 4 hours.
Oh, that's a waste to drive. Yeah,
Yeah,
Really?
hello. Yeah.
I
The let's see, Lafayette is 2.5 to get into the cities. Yeah, 2 and 3/4.
mm,
And then I don't travel well, so I'd have and the restaurant's open 6 days a week, so I got to
oh
turn
yeah,
around, come back.
Sure.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Mm,
Does Interstate 49 go through Alexandria?
yeah,
Yep. Okay.
sure does.
Yeah,
Yep.
I've been on several retreats in Alexandria
Well,
actually.
matter of fact, off of 49, we're like 4 blocks.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just a hop off. We have people that go from Texas to Mississippi and points beyond, and they swing through Alex so they can stop and eat with us. It's funny.
Really? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Every day, new people finding us, from Google, and they
yeah,
said
because
we'll be back.
we used to take Interstate 20 and then catch 49,
Right.
East Texas. Yeah, I've been
Mm-hmm.
there. Yeah. So it's yeah, I like Alexandria's a pretty little town.
Yeah, I'm across the river. I'm actually on the other side of Pineville. I'm
Mm.
out. I'm 12 minutes from work, and I'm out in the country, so I
Mm.
like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a good deal.
Uh, yeah, I love it out here. And Mrs. says, "Well, the house is we've outgrown the house.
mm.
That we've kept downsizing. Now the house is too big for us." I'm like, "Well, I don't really want to move because everything's going with the house when I sell. I'm not packing this place up."
Yeah, it's funny you say that. We've been having that same conversation this last week or two.
Yeah,
Because it's kind of like the maintenance with the house, the upkeep and all that stuff
yeah.
gets
There's
really
that.
out of hand in
Yep,
cost and everything. But then you go to look at, once you sell and you go get something else, you just starts all over,
yep.
unless you go somewhere where you have no maintenance. But then you're sharing common walls with other people in a
Yeah, that's a
condo. And
hard pass. That's a hard pass.
yeah,
When I
so,
see, I also have a theater, so when I watch a movie, I watch a theater grade movie,
hmm,
Cool.
and yeah, the common walls don't go well with two subwoofers that each have two 15-inch drivers in them.
yeah,
Yeah, just neighbors don't go for that.
no. You're shaking up everybody, I guess, huh?
Yeah, well,
Shaking
each,
up.
each each one of those subs has a 1750-watt amp. So
Mm,
yeah, it can shake the place up. And my speakers have pretty good output for bass. So
Cool.
yep.
mm. Yeah, I'm trying to see something on the streaming of this. Let's see.
Analytics,
No, just
Sleepless
not
in
analytics.
Dallas.
No, I was just trying to see, on when I looked at it on mine, it looked like I wasn't seeing you guys. I was just seeing me, and I'm like, that ain't. No, I see
I
you
know.
guys. Okay. Oh man, good. Scary.
Anybody see Jim Bennett's question?
I just saw it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, great. Jim, thanks for asking. Yeah, so
What you
we had
got?
we had a show last night on Concert Buddy stream, and
Oh yeah.
we debuted this album,
A little of it.
and the guy's called Nick Perry, Perri, not like Steve Perry, a Journey. Nick Perry, Perri, and the Underground Thieves, and the album's called Terra Firma, Terrafirma. And if you go to nickperrymusic.com, I think you can order this. I mean, maybe they're still available. I can't say for positive. I know it's streaming on, you know, um, Spotify and Apple and I'm sure Amazon Music and all that. So you might want to check it out. Terra Firma, Terra, and then Firma, Firma. It's a 14 song concept album. So it's a fairly long album, 74 minutes. It's on 2 LPs, and it sounds great. It's mastered, it's sterling. So, I mean, it's not a low end,
Right.
mastering. It's an actual mastered for vinyl. And it sounds great. And I would suggest when you listen to it, listen on headphones because it's very well engineered and mixed. Very the streaming we did last night, StreamYard squashed it down in quality and
Yeah.
in mono. It didn't have the impact that it would. But yeah, Jim, it's and the guy, it's on not on a label. He's done this all, funded it himself, and
Oh, really? Cool.
done it all. So I mean, I really support artists like that who do the hard work and then kind of control their own destiny a little bit. I think that's important.
But can I add this
Sure,
here?
sure,
It's nickperrymusic.com.
right.
Mm.
If I didn't
Okay.
say that, I meant to.
Right. I didn't catch that if you did the first
Yeah,
time.
thank you. Yeah,
Yes. There it
nickperrymusic.com.
is. Yep. We
Absolutely.
got it.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.
That's what you're looking for, friends.
Yeah,
Okay. Nick Beer.
yeah, yeah. So,
A nice setup.
yeah, I hope he tours. I'll be really excited to see him. I think they will be a good live band to see. Um, I just, it's tough to break in, and he's been around 20 plus years in different bands and things. So it
Really?
seems like
He's sold out of cassettes.
I believe it. Cassettes sell.
Yeah.
Well, the LPs were sold out at first, and then a few more showed up. I don't know if
Well,
LPs still available.
they have the green, the double vinyl second pressing,
Yeah,
and the
okay.
CDs. The limited edition gold double vinyl sold out.
Yeah. Well, that's good because I don't care for gold in vinyl.
Neither do I. I've
That's
always
it's
had
probably the
problem.
worst. Yeah, it's probably the worst color for quiet.
Yep. Yes.
So that didn't bother me. This one seems pretty quiet from at least the first listen I had on
Oh,
side one.
good. But
The
they do
only,
have it.
yeah. So I think
I'm
you can
s-
get it signed or unsigned. I think it's $10 more if it's signed. But one thing I'll tell you about, I put it like I said, I put it on my turntable and the center hole was so tight I barely got it on, and now
Those
I'm
suck.
struggling to get it off.
Yeah, those are
Well,
weird.
Yeah,
well, you just
yeah,
you don't have a reamer.
I do,
Oh,
I
okay.
do, I do.
But now that it's on,
Yeah,
we'll handle that as soon as we get it off.
I need an unreamer or something. I mean,
Yes, yes.
I need an
Hey,
extractor.
hey, this is a family friendly show
That's
here,
right.
folks.
It's not. We're not going to say that it's like a German virgin, good and tight, guten
Yeah,
tight.
yeah,
That LP is guten tight.
yes.
Yeah,
But yeah, that looks good. Love the artwork. The design's nice.
yeah. No, it's really well done.
Yeah,
And
I'll have to stream it because last night I
yeah,
just couldn't take the
no,
compression.
no, it was terrible.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's because he wasn't using StreamYard that he pays for, or I don't know, but I'm going to find out because, and I don't know if with Zoom you get it in full stereo or what, but I'm going to do some testing too because if I ever do
Well,
that,
not everybody's been around the block like you, my friend.
yeah. Well, Patrick does it in stereo. I know he does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Patrick does. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I know it can be done, but like
Oh,
Chance
yeah.
said, it could be that it's not the paid version we're using, so
Right.
it's probably one of the features you don't get,
Yep.
which is fair. But
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean,
But
it's good enough for what we're doing right now. But when you get into something like that, so
yeah, I got a few things in from
thanks, Jim.
the West Coast today
Did
that
you?
I hadn't even really had much of a chance to look at. Some jazz, some I didn't take a good look. What did I get?
What did you get?
Yeah.
Yeah, nope, that's from the other day. Here we go. Here's Rob's Hall. I got some Bill Evans. Ah, I got a few different things. Um, but this, I believe, it's an OG.
Al Green. Cool.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't have.
The Reverend.
Yes, the Reverend.
Well, back then he
Uh,
wasn't as a reverend. Yeah.
right.
Back in the
And
70s.
then Bill Evans live at the top of the gate.
Okay.
I wonder if yeah, Bill Evans, cool.
Oh yeah. And then one of my favorite, Oscar Peterson on Pablo. I just love what
You
Oscar does. His whole
That's a
you
dumb looking cover, but yeah, he's good.
yeah, but it's not so much the cover as the
I like
music
it.
that'll come out of it.
Yeah, you would go ape nuts in Waco. He has got so many OGs of jazz,
Really.
original Verve and Blue Note, and I mean it just and that's not my genre, so I don't know enough about it, but I know these are originals. I know that.
Yeah, I have a few Verve albums by Oscar. He's
Let's
good.
see. You might recognize this one.
Yeah,
Fox hair.
that's a good album.
Yeah. Yeah, this may be the eighth
Which
copy of it I
which
have.
press is that one?
That's what I'm looking at. It's not
That's just like
tricolor.
the
No, or
It's not the
Steamboat.
tricolor.
Not the
Steamboat, yeah.
Steamboat.
label.
Steamboat.
It's Steamboat. It's just not the tricolor.
Yeah.
But let's see what we got in the dead wax. If it's anything interesting. Old Eyes.
Old eyes,
No,
old
Old
eyes,
Eyes.
old wax.
Well, yeah, that's why we're made to go together. Yeah, nothing fancy, but we're gonna give it a spin and see. You can always gift them. There's always people looking. Put that one back in there. I think he's already cleaned them, but I always clean them anyway. And I hadn't had this one, and I've been wanting a copy. Just I got that. Of course, we know that's a digital recording.
I have a mobile fidelity version of the Nightfly.
Yeah. How is it?
My copy sounds good. Very good.
Is that the one
Okay.
with the blue banner on top?
It-
It's the 33, right? No, his.
yeah,
the
you're talking
Lo-Fi.
about that one. Yeah.
It's not a one step, right?
No, it's a early 80s original
Yeah,
master
yeah,
recording.
yeah.
Oh,
I've
nice.
got that one. I've got that one.
Yeah.
Good.
I did a shootout on that.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually thought the 2016 Chris Bellman was the best.
Hmm.
Believe it or not.
Oh yeah. Well, Chris.
Of course, it's a great recording. I mean, that's the right out of the box. It's a great
Right.
digital recording.
Right.
But, yeah, the thing is, it's like, okay, but the MoFi, the one step is like $400 or $500. The one you have is probably 150 or more, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like for $25, that one is just
Yeah.
sounds great. So it's like it's all relative at that time.
This, I'm not sure when this one is. I hadn't really looked at them yet. Like I said, then I got Dizzy Gillespie,
Okay.
Count Basie, Ray Brown, and Mickey Roker on Pablo.
Pablo record.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's
Yeah.
from the 70s or something.
I think so. It's
No, Norman Granz
everything.
started
Boy,
Pablo.
the cover looks great. The sleeve and all. And then I actually found a Dave Brubeck. Not this cover. That's the Dave Brubeck.
I like him. He's a good musician.
Oh, yeah, I have at
player.
least, I think I have a dozen of his I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
I have the one out of Scandinavia, the private recording, the
Yeah,
lost
Dave
recordings.
Brubeck,
But let's see.
So, Jim, I guess you're talking about Alice Cooper Killer, or what? What you said, master disc? I assume, obviously, that's where it was mastered. But I didn't. MoFi never used master disc, so I'm a little confused on what you're saying there, bud.
Excuse me.
Maybe he's talking about Donald Fagen, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
And yeah, the master disc is really good. But the
Here's some recent finds of mine.
Oh,
Yep.
he just talking about
We were
Molly
just
Hatchet.
talking about that.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's
Yeah.
matter of fact, mine's still sitting on the platter.
This has a second lead singer
Yeah.
album. Well, that's the earlier one, right?
That's a
Yep.
different one.
I need
Yeah.
some. They're a good band.
This one's my favorite.
I
Yep.
get
Still
you,
sitting on the platter. That's what I was listening to.
Cool.
But and now I'll probably wait till tomorrow again. It's Friday. Is it Friday?
It is. In an hour, it's going to be Saturday.
Oh yeah. How's that record? How do you like it?
What? Okay, I haven't listened. This is a live album. I haven't got around to listen to it yet.
Okay. Well, we all have plenty of those, I believe. Raise your hand if you have records you haven't listened to yet. Yep, I think everyone in the room does. Yep, they're raising their hands on the peanut gallery too. Oh well.
I'm on the fence about live albums. I like some of them.
Yep. What's your favorite live album?
I like studio. I have to say I like studio recordings more for some reason.
Yeah, but
Well, I
that
do
wasn't
too.
the
I do
question.
Yeah.
Me too.
What's your
What,
favorite live
what was the question?
I know. I don't own that many. That's about the only other live album I have is Grand Funk from 1970. That one's good.
How is that good? Yeah, I heard that's good. I haven't found a copy of it yet.
I think "Stop Making Sense" by Talking Heads is my favorite.
Is it? I hadn't heard that
It doesn't
one.
sound like a live album.
Really?
Nope. No. You know, you got the usuals like "Frampton Comes Alive," of course. You know, okay, yeah, but to me, I think "Stop Making Sense."
Okay, the Talking Heads. What was the name of that live album?
"Stop Making Sense."
That was a concert movie too, I think. Right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was actually a movie. Yeah,
I never did see it.
and it's being re-released on a 2 LP set right now, Nick. It's being re-released.
Cool.
Oh,
It's never been
okay.
re-released. So there's X-Files here. We got Chilled Pint. Hey, gentlemen, how are you guys doing? Yeah, so Stop Making Sense is, like I said, the reason I like it is it's live, but it's so tight it doesn't sound like a live album.
Oh yeah, Jim.
Okay.
That Rex music album is good. One.
Anybody like
Oh, Avalon, yeah.
One More From the Road?
From
One More From the Road, or for the
by-
Leonard Skinner.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard it,
Yeah.
but I know who they are.
I love one of my absolute favorite live. And then, of course, Columbus, Waiting for Columbus.
Yeah. Jim, Avalon's good, and I think that's one of the few half-speed mastered by Abbey Road that's really good, if I remember right.
Oh, cool.
One of the more undisputed ones, I guess I'll say. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I was.
ACDC. If You Want Blood, okay.
AC/DC, If You Want Blood.
I hadn't heard that one.
Never.
There's lots of things. There's so much music now.
There's some Bon Scott one, I know. If You Want Blood.
What the heck?
What?
I'd made an offer on something. They never
Yes,
got back to me.
I am Jim, a drummer. Yes, I am. Not
Are
that I
you?
do it very much, but I've been, yeah. Yeah, and I guess for me in a lot of my reviews and shootouts, I'm always picking up on that, you know. Which is one of the things I really like about this Nick Perry album is the drumming and the engineering and the mix of the drums are so good. One of the better ones I've heard in a long, long time. Now I don't have an electronic set. When I had a set, I had an actual drumming. I've never really got into the electronic ones. There's just something about the feel, it just doesn't, I don't know. It's just drumming and percussing is such a feel thing, you know what I mean?
Percussion.
I just can't. It's good if you want to, do it with headphones and kind of be quiet about it. But I just never. I've used them, but I just, I don't know. Everybody who drives near me knows I'm a drummer because my steering wheel gets banged on constantly. one day the frickin' airbag is going to come out and they're going to go, "What happened?" And I'm going, "Well, It was a really good Led Zeppelin song. That's all I could say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my son air drums constantly in the car. Drives me nuts.
Hmm.
I can't blame him because the acorn didn't fall far from the tree on that one.
Well,
But I'll hear a song, because I mean, when I was drumming a lot in the 70s and 80s, I'll hear a song and I immediately pick up, the beat and all that.
right.
My wife's like, how the hell do you even remember? And I'm like, I don't even think about it.
It's reflex.
Yeah. Well,
That's
just
what
like
it
lyrics
becomes.
are reflex too. When
Right.
you'll hear a song in 20 years and all of a sudden, boom, you hear it and you know the lyrics. It's that brain thing.
So I can't think of who was an older black solo artist. I think he's died in the past 8, 10 years. But we had hired him to come sing a job, and he was. I don't know if he was Alzheimer's or what. He was out of it. I mean, he had no
Really.
comprehension of where he was. Had to be led. But and they got him up onto the stage. That first note of the music, hey, he was live. I mean,
He was
it was
back.
just yeah. I mean, yeah, like he knew exactly what he was doing. He was in charge of the concert, but he really had no idea where he was until that first note of the music.
So
And
maybe we need to get Biden to sing his speeches.
he ain't ever coming back. God bless the Queen.
God save the Queen. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
might as well.
Yeah.
Wasn't Jackie Wilson, wasn't it?
No,
Okay, he passed away with
it
that.
was a superstar too.
I know Jackie
I
Wilson
just
had memory problems or something before he died.
yeah, that's a horrible disease.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, what's your name? No.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like the old joke. Why is it that you can remember a song from 20 years ago and you can't remember who left your keys 5 minutes ago?
Right. Why you walked into the room? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
uh, it's a mess, that's for sure. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, that would be nice to repress that. Zeppelin BBC. Not as long as he's still alive, I don't believe anything's going to get pressed.
Really? Robert Plant?
From Led Zeppelin? Yeah.
Oh,
No, not Plant.
Page.
Page.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, he thinks he's done the end all do all, and it's just
And if he's
it's
not involved in
consistent.
remixing it, it isn't going to happen. So
Right, exactly. So we're gonna have to wait. God knows how long. Literally, God knows how long.
And he's not giving us any hints either.
No, and I don't wish any harm to the man.
No.
It's just that I think that's a fact. Everybody keeps for the longest time they kept pressing Chad. Chad, you need to do this. Like,
No,
hey, you can't do that. Not gonna happen.
not going to happen.
No.
So they released today
What?
four quadraphonic mixes on
Yeah.
Blu-ray. Rhino did.
Right. I saw
Alice
that.
Cooper's $1 Billion Babies, Black Sabbath's Paranoid, Jefferson Starship's Red Octopus, and Jay Giles. What the hell was it called? I can't remember. Can't remember the name of Jay Giles' title. But anyway, so these are the original quads, which I have 3 of those 4 on LP
Really?
quad. On LP quad.
So you listen to the TV, those Blu-ray music things? I mean, I know what
Well,
Blu-ray.
you listen to it through a Blu-ray player,
Well, yeah, I know.
and then the HDMI decodes the 5.1.
Right.
And then that depends whether you connect it to a receiver that has 5 speakers. And
Yeah, because they're not movies, so yeah.
Right, a processor.
Yeah, right. It's got to be, yeah.
Yeah. I have a
Yeah.
decent processor, so
Cool. I never.
And I can tell Paranoid is amazing, and so is Alice Cooper and Quad. It's amazing. Yeah, definitely.
let's see.
Yeah.
What do they want?
Right out there.
30 something dollars for them?
Or
See, all four-
Which David is
four-
the Quad album?
All 4 for 80.
Yeah, and then I had a code, so I got $12 off. So essentially, the shipping was free. Essentially.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah. So I just ordered them all.
There you go.
So
Now, what percentage of discs do you listen to versus LPs,
oh,
records?
oh gosh, I listen probably. I listen maybe 5% of the time to multi-channel,
Yeah.
mainly two-channel LP, some four-channel LP because I do have a quad setup. But yeah, but the truth is, I mean, it's kind of you got to get in the mood. You know what I mean for
Oh, yeah.
certain things. It's like
Got
it's like Toto 4 on 5.1 sounds so different because some of the music and the instruments are so distinct in their own channel that you know what I mean. You're used to them blending in,
right.
and they just like jump out and stand out to where it's I'm not sure the word is annoying, but it's almost like it's just not blended well. It's just too
Right.
much, you know. So it kind of depends how they do it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Gordon Lightfoot's songbook. Not sure what that references to. I mean, I think I've got a 4 channel of Sundown by Gordon Lightfoot, if I remember right, on
Yeah.
Warner.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm putting a video together on multi-channel, so that was the other reason I got those discs. Was for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of plans, not a lot of time. That's my big problem, right? Like most people, the old saying, "You got more time than money."
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
doubt about
well, I don't know. It seems like I've been running out of time, and I hadn't had time to spend money.
it. Yeah, well, that's a problem. You got to have money to have, I guess, is
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Hear that.
So it's any big plans this weekend, gentlemen?
Not me, really. No,
No,
not special.
I'm
Yeah,
still.
I'm gonna watch the Tigers win the series. Hopefully.
Who are they playing?
Was it? Keep forgetting. Florida?
Tampa
Is it?
Bay?
No, I'm talking about NCAA.
Oh, you said Tigers. I'm sorry. I thought you meant
Yeah,
Detroit Tigers.
LSU Tigers.
Oh, LSU. Okay, sorry.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
When you said Tigers, I thought you meant
Uh,
Detroit Tigers.
a real team worth watching. I'm bad.
Sometimes
Yeah,
we won't talk about their football. Anyway, well,
yeah. Not the past couple of years, but they were
yeah,
national
they
champs.
were. They were.
Yeah, not long ago. They've got a few of those under their belt.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah,
Yeah, when you said
that's a
Tigers,
trip.
I thought you're not from Detroit. What are you talking about?
Right, right. Why am I not they're asking me my email? Um, I guess I'm not logged in now. Okay, that makes sense. There
Yeah,
we go.
you gotta commit.
Ah, or be committed, one of the two.
Yeah. Oh, if I send VCLT to your restaurant, is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right.
That'd be great.
Because I've got that address. So
Oh, okay. I appreciate it.
here's some tuna and some records.
Yeah,
Yeah.
food and music.
And that tuna's made fresh daily.
Just remember, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
Fish.
Anyway,
Right.
as REO Speedwagon would say.
Yep. That reminds me, I'm looking at Rhino, right? I got my Cars record. I ordered a Monkey's Pisces in green. I'm
Oh,
still waiting on that one. They've never sent me any information.
really?
They're showing me what I spent on it,
Mm-hmm.
and but it was an in stock item. I have no idea why they haven't shipped it. And getting a reply out of them is a joke. They're as bad as dead.net. They don't reply either.
Yeah, no.
So how do you deal with companies like that? I mean,
I posted the link to there's a request page for them. I don't know if you've ever used it. I posted it last night on Chance's thing.
Well, that was for a free record, I think, right?
No, no, you're talking about something on
Oh,
vinyl. Yeah, no,
okay. I did
I'm
not
talking about
see that.
Rhino. Yeah, no, on
Yeah.
Rhino. We were talking about Rhino, and I posted the link.
Okay.
I'll email it to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
because
it's good.
I've gotten nothing out of them for my dead record. I'm still out. I think it's the same
Yeah,
company.
it even asks you the order number and all that.
Oh
So,
yeah. Oh, and I've sent them photos of it all and the number, everything. Now
uh,
this one, why don't you send both records in the same? No idea. And they're done with you. Got your money. I'm done with you. So it's like, why would I buy another record from them?
yeah, I know, I get you. I know. I mean, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I've it is frustrating. It's just like the packaging they use, is for a record company.
Yeah. And have
Um,
they fixed that? Well, I guess they don't have to fix it. They have nothing else to ship.
Not right now.
Yeah, sad.
Will they fix it? I don't know.
If they want to keep in business, as far as I don't know. That's a quandary because if they're going to press high quality records, they need to take care of and cut out the middleman that does take care of the customers.
Yeah.
They need to step up and take care of them.
Well, they are the middleman. Well, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And they've definitely have to back their product. And
Well, they're not
uh,
doing it. So, and their complaint compartment, request department, or whatever. I haven't found it, but I look forward to your email, and I'll see
yeah,
what happens to that.
yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, it's
but and then let's see, Chad went up to $100 for free shipping on his,
oh, really?
right? Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, I think did you nod off last night during Chance's stream? I think that was brought up.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
But
used to
yeah.
be, a lot of places are 49 or $59.
Yeah, 49.99 or whatever. Yeah. And I don't know. They're trying to sell records
Trying
and
to increase minimum orders.
yeah, well they're trying to increase orders at this point because the big COVID rush to buy records has slowing down. You know, the sales comparatively.
Yeah,
There's been
there's a,
quite a bit of discussion about that.
well, there's a lot of things that were, that COVID impacted that created kind of an imbalance in making assumptions about. I learned to do it in safety. Like, people had less injuries during COVID because they were working less, they were a lot more cautious about things. And
Hmm.
so then, like when 22 and 23 came, the numbers started to bump up. And I said, you really need to compare it to 19 because that was the last
Right,
normal year.
Yeah,
It's kind of
right,
like
that's
restaurant
true.
sales. You wouldn't
right,
compare
right.
restaurant sales, right?
Right.
During
Well,
COVID.
see, it's the same thing in the restaurant. Last year I was also chairman of the board of the Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Yeah,
So doing the Outlook, we couldn't go to 20 and 21 or 22. We had to roll back to 19 to get some kind of foundation,
right.
a secure time period.
Yeah.
But yeah, it impacted everything, and I think everybody had to roll back. But the record industry, revved up and said, "Great, it's boom time." And I don't think Rhino would get away with what they're doing now during COVID because people would just say, "Forget it." I'll spend my money on other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Somebody,
I think
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chill Pine, I missed that question. If you're talking about the Quadios, yes, the Quadio discs have to be bought from Rhino directly.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're going through any retailers that I have seen or know of. About
And you might get
100%.
3 out of 4 or 2 out of 4.
Yeah, well,
I'm
again,
I'm just being a
yeah, well, again, if you get the if you get the bundle, I can put in the code. There's a discount code for that as well. Let's see what group
That's a good
that
question.
was. Old school quad. Let's see if that's it. Oh, there we go. A lot of people have ordered those discs. That I've seen a lot of people buying those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when are yours due? God
I
bless you.
haven't. I don't think I've gotten that confirmation yet, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But here's the. If you buy the bundle, I just put in the chat the discount code. Hopefully
Okay.
it'll come through. There it goes. So that's CC2, whatever. That's the code if you buy all four. I think you get $12 off. Something like that.
Okay.
Hey, Nick.
Yes.
I have some. I don't. But I have some like Rhino titles, reissues from about 10, 11 years ago of some two Joy Division, one New Order album. They sound good, but those are older.
Yeah.
Those older Rhino titles. Anyway,
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean they can put out some good stuff. It just their sales or follow up needs to.
Yeah.
Well, they may be working on it. I hope so.
Oh, I know they're hearing it. I'm sure through Steve Westman they're hearing it. 'Cause
Oh, good.
I funneled
Well,
some
then,
stuff through him for him.
well, then there you go.
But so Jim Bennett asked a question. He said he rotates 50 out of his 300 because the great sound quality is more important than who it's by. Does anybody have a true list of the best of them? I know there is a list that Mike Esposito at the Intergroove has, the top 100 analog records. I know he has that. That's the most definitive thing I've seen. But there are really great records recorded that have a digital step in them. Maybe the original was recorded that way, like the Night Fly or Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits, for example, two albums that were recorded digitally in the first place that really can sound great on vinyl. But anyway, to answer your question, I'd say that's and you guys have seen, that's the most definitive list I've ever seen. Mike, Nick, have you seen anything?
No.
No.
I
Okay.
don't.
No.
You have to really search around. I don't.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Mike's has, and I know he redid the list after the MoFi scandal.
Yeah, that's right. He did.
He pulled some
Yeah.
titles out of that. So
Is that on one of my the Ingroove's website or YouTube videos?
it's on his YouTube channel.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I actually think the list is also on his website. You
Right.
click on it, I think. And
Now, is that his top 50 or 100 analog recordings?
yes,
Okay, yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Here, I'll show
That
you.
that would be different than the top best sounding records.
Potentially, yeah.
There'd be some changes. I mean, because some records have only been recorded digitally, and others were the planting process. I have
Plangent.
Plangent. Thank you. I have a Grateful Dead 72 tour that it just sounds wonderful. I don't mind
Yeah.
that they finagled with it.
Yeah, no. That's, yeah. Can you guys see that screen right there?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the top 100. So then you click on
Okay.
that,
Yeah. And
there you
open it
go.
up.
and then he just happens to show you whether it's in stock and you can buy it from him.
Yeah.
Now, I would tell you, honestly, in print analog records, does that necessarily mean that this $25 version from Harvest is, the Harvest Neil Young, is that the best one? I don't know. per se if that's true, but I don't know that album as well. But like the Superfly by Curtis Mayfield, the
Mhm.
the one that was the RSD Essential is definitely. Matter of fact, I may have that one nearby. Yeah, I actually do. So actually, it was no. This is Run Out Groove that did this. Let
Hmm.
me stop.
Never heard of that company.
They do a lot. They do a lot of the Monkees stuff.
Right.
Mhm.
You know. So Run Out Groove. This is a fabulous sounding album.
Hmm.
Yeah, just a fabulous sounding album.
Yeah, you learn something new every day.
Yeah. So, and that was on his, that was on his list as
Right.
well.
Yeah, that's an excellent record. I have it.
Just like the War Greatest Hits, Kevin Gray is another one. That's
Yeah, did you try to find that 2 days after he announced it was all tube?
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I already had it. So
Yeah, me.
here, here's honestly a great the 45 RPM of Rumors. They keep repressing. Thank goodness. That
Yep,
is unbelievable.
it
Uh,
is.
Unbelievable.
I listened to that just last weekend.
This
I hadn't heard it.
this color version of Petty's Full Moon Fever is unbelievable.
Oh,
Is
Yeah,
it? I hadn't
yeah,
heard.
yeah. That's a great copy.
And
There's one.
reasonably priced.
There was one of those. This was one of those Run Out Groove, more the Monkees,
Yeah.
and these all here are sold out.
Oh,
Probably
that Tom Petty sold out from his shop.
oh,
is it?
Demo is on
Yeah, it
there.
is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Art Blakey.
The Impacts of
Love Art
Earth, Wind, and
Blakey.
Fire.
John Coltrane, Nina Simone, Nora Jones.
There you go, Nick. Captain and Me. I know you bid on that the other day.
Yeah.
Captain and Me, Speaker's Corner. That's an excellent press.
Yep. And it's sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at that earlier, but I think I gave you. Did I give you that on my list? No,
No,
no, I didn't.
you
Yeah,
didn't.
I bid on it, but
But
and then it's
I already know you're looking for it because you bid on it. So,
right,
That
exactly.
Peggy Ray album.
yeah. There's your Dave Brubeck. I've
I have
got
that Dave
analog
Brubeck album.
analog productions.
I have that Jazz Samba album, original copy. Harlan Merrill, Chet Baker, John Coltrane. Cool.
There's that 50th anniversary Kevin Gray cut of What's Going On by
Sonny Rollins.
Outstanding. Did they ever? What was the final verdict on the European pressing versus the American
of
of
Marvin
Let's
Gaye.
Get It On?
What's Going On, you mean?
Yeah.
Just two.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's
I'm multitasking. I don't do
Well,
it too well anymore.
I think that Kevin Gray was the one that really bested everything.
Well,
I think yeah.
but
the
there
what?
was a different in Europe though, wasn't it?
Different what?
Kevin Gray didn't do it for the
Yes.
European pressing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he didn't. So this is the most definitive list I've seen back to Jim's
Cool.
original question. So
That's from the In Groove's website.
yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Just type in theingroove.com and it'll come up.
Yeah, Gaucho, actually, Jim, he just showed one. Dave showed his Gaucho earlier. It was a Master Disc RL. You're right. It's a very good. And that is one I can't wait to come out to compare to the UHQR when it
Yeah.
comes out.
UHQR. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Steve Rick Stand Back. Oh, that's our box set, I guess, I assume, right?
Yeah, there's new box set out. But it was outtakes and such and miscellaneous, and I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Diamond Life didn't make the cut. It's another great recording.
SADE.
Sade. Sade. Another one that I thought was really good was it's in my collection. Let me see.
I have two Sade albums, original.
Basha, Time and Tide. I thought that was a great album.
Oh, Basha. Oh, I remember her. Yeah. I like.
Promises, Time and Tide.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought she was really good. That was a good production on Master Disc too.
I've been listening to the Tom Petty's Live at the Fillmore
Okay.
'97. Have you heard that? I
Parts of it.
really, I really enjoyed it. I popped it on. I was doing something. And I really enjoyed it. I looked into. They have a 3 disc set, and then I think a 5 or 8. I don't know, a bigger set.
Hmm.
That I think the 3 disc set would be plenty.
I'm not as big as a Tom Petty fan as you guys are. Sorry.
Well, I'm not the world's biggest Tom Petty, but
I
this is a live concert that
so cool.
was really good.
So don't even ask me about him.
I liked him the best when he was with Jeff Lynne, actually.
Yeah.
What did David say?
I liked him when he was with Jeff Lynne, when Jeff Lynne produced him.
Oh yeah,
I liked him.
the Full Moon Fever, I guess.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
one of them. Yeah, it's actually what I was going to look for. I thought I had that. Yeah, that was the limited edition color of that one. And I also got one of this one. Damn the Torpedoes also.
Yeah.
So I thought I had a couple of color ones.
Is that sealed?
Yeah, these are
Yeah.
both sealed.
Okay, I was gonna say it looks sealed.
These are all sealed up here.
Ah,
Yeah, all of this 3 rows are sealed up there.
and that's your retirement fund?
Something like that.
Yeah, you're not retiring.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too funny.
How about the very best of Sweet Comfort Band, David? I don't know them.
No.
I don't know Sweet
That
Comfort
makes-
Band, to be honest with you.
I don't know what other.
You know this the old deal. You can't know you can't know all these things. It's
No.
it's all over the map, right? Excuse me. Yeah, can't know them all.
And the ones I know I can barely remember, so.
Yeah. You talk about. I mean, I got this set like 3 weeks ago, and I got it for $48.
Yeah. I got mine discounted too. I just left it sealed.
Yeah.
What's that comprised of? For just the Let It Be album and other stuff?
It's
Because I not.
2 LPs of outtakes.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, outtakes.
It's got a Let It Be EP,
Mm-hmm.
and then the 180-gram half-speed master of the actual album.
I don't keep track of
100
some
page,
of these
100-page
stuff.
hardback book,
Cool.
track-by-track recording information. It's more of a historical kind of thing,
Right.
And these windows are cut out where these faces are. They're actually cut out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
That's a pretty nice package,
and I got this one for like $79. The Almost Famous box set.
I still have not seen that movie. Would you believe it?
Really?
I know. Some of it's been on TV.
So in this one we talked about earlier, the War Greatest Hits. Now there's
Yeah.
one out there called 2.0. That is not
No.
this album.
Nope.
Beware, it is not
And
this album.
And you can find it everywhere.
Yeah, and cheap. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, I'm sure it's a good record, but it's not that record.
yeah. Here's a great collectible I have. It's a white vinyl of Armchair Theater by
Jeff
Jeff
Lynne.
Lynne from ELO. That's worth a bit. As is. This is about a $500 album, Zoom by ELO.
Oh,
Really?
They made
More
very,
recent.
very few of these.
Wow.
Yeah, my wife
Recent
got me
one.
that. My wife got me that as a birthday present.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, it was. She didn't know she was buying something that was going to end up being that expensive later. So, yeah,
Well, that's good.
yeah.
Let's see.
I have some War 45 records.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, Quick Spec. That's a good LP there.
I got two of these. I did not know that.
Hmm.
What's that? You got
Great.
two of them. Oh, sweet.
I got one sealed. I did not know that.
You didn't know.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Yes. Hi,
Maybe
my name's David. I have a problem.
that no that may be one that I can in a contest, on my channel. I
Yeah,
like it. Yeah.
absolutely. That'll drive up a bunch of
Yeah.
interest.
Yeah. Well, I've got. Yeah. Yeah. I'll do that and have several titles available and let the person choose what they
Yeah.
want because you never know what somebody already has, right?
I don't think I've ever submitted to one of the contests or whatever. I'm just never lucky with any of that stuff, so I just figured. And I know you have to play to win, but
You think?
well, I don't have. The other thing is, what is the one thing that we don't have, and that's time.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I mean, at least that's me. Oh, ah, I started, I started therapy, not the kind you think.
Oh, okay. Physical
The other
therapy.
kind.
Physical therapy.
Yes, yes. It's funny. I was like, when did I get old?
It's like a girl at work. She parks in the handicap spot, and I said, that's for physical handicaps, right?"
Yeah, there's a lot of that out there, isn't there?
Yeah. Nick,
Uh,
I was thinking about you when you bid on that Doobie Brothers album. It made me go back and look at,
yeah.
at older Doobie Brothers albums. I was like, I wonder what Nick doesn't have of
Hmm.
Doobie Brothers because
Oh wow, you got the whole
that's a promo of that one.
wow. Yeah, you got the whole shooting match there.
Yeah.
The Doobies have a special place. My sister and I really dug the Doobies back in the day, and
Yeah,
we
me
went to
too.
the concert together. And it's eight. What was it? I think it was 14,000 seats at the Spectrum. I forget how many, but not one of them was used because the whole concert, everybody stood up and
Well,
sang
of
every word to
course.
every
Yeah,
song.
sure. Oh, yeah.
And
You
well, my sister's been gone for close to 30 years now.
Oh,
So,
man.
yeah, unfortunately. And she
Hmm.
was my best bud outside of my wife.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
like Tom Johnston better than Michael McDonald? Or
Yeah, there's Doobies and Doobies 2.0.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Michael
one
McDonald
is
changed
jazzier, one is rockier. That's the
Michael
way I look at
Right.
McDonald
it.
changed the sound. Yeah, when he joined. True.
Yeah, I call
True
him
enough.
I call him the Shaggy DA. He
Yeah.
reminds
Yeah.
me of
Yeah. Yeah.
that Shaggy dog on Disney.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
too funny.
too true. But man, the
Yeah.
guy's got a unique voice. My God,
Yeah, he does.
when
Gifted.
yeah, very gifted. And I
Yeah.
went. I've still got the booklet from going to the first
Really.
farewell tour they had supposedly.
Yeah.
Back when
Right.
you really had a farewell tour, and then
Right.
you
Right.
know so it's like. Because like it was funny, my wife and my daughter made me drive them to Oklahoma City to go see George Strait's farewell tour.
That's a good ride from
Like
Dallas
5 years,
area.
about 3 hours. So,
Yeah.
so what? 5 years later, he's back, and I'm like, what the hell was that about?
Yeah,
Well, we found out we could make more money doing another farewell tour.
farewell concert.
Of course,
Sure.
Really, but really, really, the last farewell tour.
yeah, really, really, really.
Yeah.
It's like Phil Collins' "Not Dead Yet" tour. That's what he called it.
Really.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
true enough.
yeah, he called it "Not Dead Yet."
He's in pretty bad shape.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's another band I like, Steppenwolf.
Who?
Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf.
Yeah.
I just saw a really pristine copy of "Born to Be Wild" with the silver cover
Really?
in Waco. Yeah,
Nice.
really clean one. Because
Yeah.
those are usually pretty messed up.
Yeah, well, there was a party record. Everybody, I like to say, I played it from one side through to the other.
Yeah, you need some Doobie Brothers quick spec. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and I've got the quad LPs of Captain and Me and Toulouse Street,
Cool.
and Vices, Once One Vices Are Now Habits, and Stampede. I think were
Hmm.
the four that they had on quad. They
Yeah.
were they were a great quad mix. Their mixes were really good.
Yeah,
Really
I
nice.
stumbled into quads maybe 8 years ago, and I just found most of them have a unique, different sound that
Yeah,
I really like.
the mix is different. Yeah, unique.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and and it's nice to have an alternative take
Hmm.
of music you
Exactly.
know and
It
enjoy.
literally is an alternative take. That's
Yeah,
exactly what it is.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't have a lot of them. I think I have eight, maybe 10, but
Hmm.
they do get played, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. The Steely
But
Dan sound really nice. I mean, different. You know, they really have
do they?
different. Yeah. 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 So, and those and the SQ and the QS is actually, you know, they're a matrix. So you actually through like a Dolby or something, it actually will realign that into a multi-channel sound.
Yeah,
Whereas like the CD4, you need a demodulator and a cartridge. That's a whole different
yeah,
technology. It really
yeah.
can't do much with those. But yeah, Chicago. I've got a lot of Chicago albums in quad.
Really.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have a whole lot of them though, don't you?
yeah, yeah. I got about
I
100,
thought so.
120 of them, I think,
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
a whole lot of them.
Well, I was
That
at the day in the day. I bought the equipment, and I had,
right?
so
Yeah.
I was, I was thinking, oh, this is going to be the next thing, and then
Hmm.
three
Didn't
formats went
last.
like that. Yeah, three
Yeah.
form. It's like VHS and beta.
I
VHS.
went the beta route. The quality was so much better.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
But
really?
absolutely.
I never did
yeah.
see a
Oh,
beta too.
oh yeah. The betas. That's what all NFL films were done on
I
back in
got
the day.
I got news for you. The tape machines they still use in the field are beta.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. It was a superior format. Shame they didn't know how to market it.
Well, what happened was they didn't get out in front of the time, the length of the tape, because the box, the shell was smaller,
Right.
so they couldn't put as much time on it. Most movies were 2 hours,
Yeah.
and they couldn't
True.
get to 2 hours, and that's
Yeah.
what killed them.
Well,
Yeah, I read
now,
VHS.
But
now,
VHS
what are movies now? 2.5, pushing 3 of useless
yeah,
junk.
yeah, well, but you can fit it on Blu-ray. That's the thing. You can,
Yeah,
Blu-ray.
exactly. Yep.
you got to get into my laser disc collection now.
Oh, laser disc. I never did see a laser. Didn't see one
Yeah,
of
I've seen them. I've never. I think I've seen a portion of a show, a demonstration of one. God, decades ago. How many decades ago? The Odd Couple.
This was in
Yeah.
the 80s.
you have to turn those over. The movie won't go all the way
Yeah,
through.
my player actually the laser flips and it does. I don't have to get up.
Oh, cool. I never.
The producers, Mel Brooks, and I mean from Mel
Wow.
Brooks.
I never have seen that movie.
When's the last time you've
It's
watched
good.
one?
Rear
About
Window.
2
I've
weeks
seen.
ago. About 2 weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
Close Encounters.
I've seen that
Oh,
one.
wow.
See that one in the theater when I was a kid.
North by Northwest.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Albert Hitchcock.
Yeah, I loved Albert Hitchcock, all of his stuff.
I've seen a lot of his movies on cheap from tour
Oh
class.
yeah,
One of my favorite movies.
Arthur. Yeah, I love Arthur.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
I like it so much I got two of them.
I
Yeah,
never did
yeah.
Arthur too. Of course,
Au-
I've seen
au-
Wizard of Oz.
yeah, Wizard of Oz.
Auto on, auto off.
The first video to ever win a Grammy for videos. Michael Nesmith, Elephant Parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got tons of, and I got some of these.
I never did see all the Elephant Parts either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't forget the IOL.
Okay,
Instant on lighting.
Here's the first release of Star Wars.
Yeah.
And
Wow,
this
yeah.
matches the actual theater version. Everything else since has been modified.
Right.
This is the
Wow,
only
that's
one.
cool.
This is worth something.
I would look. Now that's something I've been looking for. I didn't tell you is the score from that movie.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They made some Star Trek
I'm
albums.
told there's a bunch of them out there, but
It's a great movie.
yep. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, the second
Now
one.
now we're back in the day. Yep.
Oh, God, yeah, I got shit.
Hey, let me interrupt. Did you know? You probably knew this. I read that Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom was what caused for them to create the PG-13 rating.
Really?
Yeah, I read that
I hadn't heard
because
that.
of some of the violence in that one.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yep, PG-13 starred in '84 or something.
If you've never seen this movie, it is one of the best comedies ever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun. Planes, Trains, and Automobile.
Yeah, John
Yep.
Candy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another one gone too soon.
Yeah.
God, yes. Big time. Oh, another classic. Young
I've seen that one a
Frankenstein.
few times. Yeah.
Mel Brooks, Young Frankenstein.
Mighty
Oh, I
Bell.
love it. At least maybe once a year, every other year. Gotta watch that movie.
Mm.
Yes.
And Tootsie, that was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you get an idea of my taste, I guess.
Yep. They coincide with mine. We you
Return
sure
of the
we didn't
Jedi.
grow up next door to each other?
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yep.
Theater.
And then this was the original, of course, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yep.
Not the theater though. Cute.
Hey, quick spec. How are you starting to feel about Atmos? When it's done right, it sounds really good. I enjoy it. He's just talking about Atmos.
Yeah.
Yeah, the overhead speakers. But that's an incredible collection you have there, Dave. And it seems we're probably closer in taste than anyone I know. I mean,
you know what's funny about it, honestly, guys, the reason I went into Laserdisc was I had 10 movies I wanted to buy on VHS. And at the time in the day, each movie was $89.99.
yeah, remember that?
$90. Well,
Yeah.
that's in math, that's $900, right?
Yep.
Well, the Laserdisc versions of them were $29.99.
Yep.
So I was able to buy those 10
Cheaper.
movies and the player for $650. That was why I got into Laserdisc. Plus, the quality was better, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
better quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, quick spec.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and some material lends itself to it better than others.
Yeah.
The engineering that was done in it. There, a lot of albums were made like Dark Side of the Moon was made in quad. It was made for quad in the first place by Alan
Mhm.
Parsons. Okay, so that was its intent, and then they mixed it down to stereo
Right.
as opposed to the other way around.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Mhm.
So, yeah, and I have a quad, German quad of Dark Side of the Moon. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
But they never released the quad version in the United States. Am I correct? Or did they?
No,
Ever? Just
Yeah.
over in England or something?
no. Just there's a.
That's
I'm gonna
interesting.
grab something. I'll show you.
That's interesting.
Eye candy coming up. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
So they only released it in, I think, Germany and UK and Japan. But in the US, they released in the last 20 years, I think it is, like a
Okay.
picture disc,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it
That's
is
beautiful. Cool.
quadraphonic.
Look at that. Wow.
So-
I've never seen that. That's incredible.
So,
Look
of
at
course,
that.
Yeah. So I've never played it on a turntable to hear it because I've got the German version. So
Yeah, why?
yeah.
Yeah.
But and I've got a
We-
quad of Wish You Were Here also.
I've come across
Oh,
the
man.
regular US version just a
Yeah.
few weeks ago.
Harvest, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw somebody was wearing a T-shirt of that album, and a person next to him said, "Oh, that's a really nice Pride shirt you got there."
Oh, Jesus.
Well, yeah, Prison Rain.
Yeah, I have pride in good music. That's what I have pride
exactly,
in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
God, that's too. Oh, God. Okay, you've done me in with
I
that.
know. I'm sorry about that.
That person must have been really young.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Exactly. Wasn't connected the dots, but anyway.
No.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. I haven't dragged my laser discs out that much before, so I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna go throw one in the player now and
That's
watch
what
it.
I would. Absolutely.
Yeah. There's
Sounds great. Well, enjoyed it. I'm glad prompted you
Yeah,
into
thanks for doing
jumping
that,
on.
Nick.
Oh yeah.
I needed a little prodding there, so I
Yep.
appreciate it. So you guys have a great weekend,
Have a good night,
everybody.
guys.
You
Thanks,
as
Peanut
well.
Gallery, for joining. You all take care of yourself.
Yep.
See
Thank
ya.
y'all.
Take care.
God bless.
God
Good
bless you.
night.
Bye bye.